Hi again, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Gamecock Insider. I'm Derek Scott. We are at the Cruise Building, part of Williams-Brice Stadium, the Gamecock football facilities. A lot of football to get into this week as South Carolina hosted its Pro Day at the Spurrier Indoor Facility. We'll give you a look at the goings on there, as well as a closer look at the #1 feature act, if you will, at Pro Day, that being Gamecock tight end Hayden Hurst, who is projected as a possible first-round draft pick in the upcoming National Football League draft in the month of April. But as we get things started on the show, we will turn our attention to women's basketball. South Carolina hosted the first and second rounds of the NCAA tournament, had an opportunity to go to the Sweet 16 for the 5th consecutive year, and also an opportunity to send off the GOAT, the greatest Gamecock women's player of all time, A'ja Wilson, playing her final game at Colonial Life Arena against Dawn Staley's alma mater, Virginia. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Nothing's going to stop our program, our fans, from being successful. Not a 9 o'clock start, not a trip across the country, none of it. So we're going to make it. We're going to make the most of it. It's going to be a pajama party, and hopefully we'll have over 10,000 fans wearing pajamas and enjoying a great college atmosphere.
6th meeting all time between South Carolina and Virginia, the first ever in the NCAA tournament. And here is the South Carolina lineup, become very familiar. Danye Kleine, Bianca Jackson, all freshmen in the SEC, made that team. Alexis Jennings will be up front, along with all-conference point guard Ty Harris. Ty Harris answers at the other end with a three-pointer. Both teams off to a pretty comfortable start. A'ja Wilson up and good through the contact.
One thing in particular that really struck me was A'ja Wilson's reaction following the game against North Carolina T. She felt like she let Dawn Staley down, and she's going to come out here firing. And emotions high as it's her last game here in Colonial Life Arena.
Harris, good screen, pull up 17-footer wide open. Jennings right at the front of the rim. Alexis Jennings now with 4, and South Carolina's lead is up to half a dozen. South Carolina without a field goal in 5 minutes. Jackson ends that cold streak. Shot clock at 5. Wilson turning inside right at the front of the rim now with a dozen.
It's amazing how easy she makes very difficult things look.
Shot on the way and good by Jakyra Brown, a 35% three-point shooter. 7 to shoot. Jackson bombs it out, making plays at both ends of the floor. The freshman now has 8. Jennings pounding down inside against Jablanowski. Offensive rebound, back up and in for A'ja Wilson. How about when the best player in the country is the hardest player in the building? Wilson going coast to coast, lays it up and in. The steal and the score. Shot clock at 4. Well, that is a long skip pass out to Kleine, who buries the three-pointer.
What a great way to go out for A'ja Wilson, a double-double in her final appearance here in her hometown. And also worth noting, all you Gamecock supporters that showed up and supported her 9 p.m. game on a Sunday night didn't matter. Great atmosphere, and once again, South Carolina leads the NCAA first and second round tournament sites in terms of attendance. When we come back, we're talking with Gamecock women's head coach Dawn Staley and getting more on the postseason, so stay with us.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Crescent Construction, the official roofer of the Gamecocks, and by Wild Wing Cafe. We've got just the thing to make you wild. Gamecock Insider is a production of Gamecock IMG Sports Marketing.
No one can stop me. taste the feeling.
It's the one and only Ford Truck Month, the place to find one-of-a-kind deals on Ford F-Series, including Motor Trend's Truck of the Year F-150. With best-in-class towing and torque, these bad boys make the rules and break them. That's why it's America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. But like ribs at a barbecue, these deals won't last long. Ford Truck Month. It's buy now time, partner.
Now during Ford Truck Month, get a 2018 F-150 with $11,000 total savings. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
This is it. This is the moment when legacies are made, and good becomes glorious. But legacies aren't just granted on game day. You can make them anytime. Will it be today or someday? The glory lies in your choice. This is the moment. What will your legacy be? You build legacies. We protect them.
Well, I think it's important for everyone to realize that our objective is to save lives.
And hopefully never again talk about breast cancer.
It will make a difference if we all get behind this cause and fight this dreaded disease.
This equipment, these 3D mammography units, Campaign for Clarity, will save lives.
That's why you should be a part of this.
Hi everyone, Brad Muller alongside South Carolina head women's basketball coach Dawn Staley. And coach, another great run in the NCAA tournament. The Gamecocks make the Sweet 16 for the 5th consecutive year, the 6th time in 7 years. Now I know you've got other higher goals with a national championship last year and a couple of Final Fours the last 3 years, but what does it mean to you to make these runs year after year?
Well, I mean, it's so very hard to sustain success, you know, in our game. And the fact that we've been able to do that over the past few years, it says something about our program, the culture of our program, the talent that's in our program, and our commitment to commitment from our staff members who work so tirelessly to win every year, to win a national. I think we work well enough to win national championships year in and year out. Fortunately for us, we've been able to sustain at least getting to Sweet 16s.
Checking the Palmetto Health injury report, and I know we've lost some folks earlier in the season. Any update on their progress?
Bianca Cuevas-Moore has had her surgery, so she's well within her rehab. Lindsay is still hobbling around, but we're glad to have her in the locker room. And as we travel the country, it's good to have her on road trips. Just her stability in keeping our players, even keeled.
Checking our Terminix Test Player of the Week. You had some good performances in the 2 games at Colonial Life Arena in the first 2 rounds. Who gets it this week?
Wow, I mean, it could go either way. I'm gonna go with the youngster this week and give it to Bianca Jackson, who is playing some tremendous basketball. She's scoring the basketball, and a lot of times what she's doesn't show up in the stat sheet is she picks our opposing point guard up 94 feet and works it. I know she gets tired a little bit, but here's the reward that she gets for doing that.
And you've seen her play the 1 and the 2 this year, and I guess this experience that she's had this year certainly will help her next year as a veteran player next year.
Absolutely. I think she's one that really picked up on a lot of the concepts that we like. She understands basketball, got a great basketball IQ. Now that she's got the IQ and the experience, I think her days ahead of her are going to be great.
Asia Wilson got to take her curtain calls. Again, you played the first 2 rounds at Colonial Life Arena, and last time coming out for her, it was like a Beyonce concert. It got so loud out there. What was that moment like for you? And I know she's meant more to this community than just being a great basketball player.
And she has. I think we keep saying it's her last call, and I don't want to say that out of my mouth, but I know it's coming. But she's been a model student athlete, someone that you want every student athlete to emulate the way that she carries herself, the way that she carries herself in the community, the productivity that she has out there on the court, and she's just a person of great character.
South Carolina had the best attendance in the first 2 rounds for the NCAA tournament. You were a big part of that. What does that mean to you?
Why am I not surprised by that? Our fans and Gamecock Nation, they always show up when we need them the most, and they did that on some some incredible timing in game starts, 9 p.m. on a Sunday. And we just found out, shortly after our late game on Friday. We just called it a pajama party, and Gamecock Nation showed up 10,000 strong.
Great job, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, Brad.
For Coach Dawn Staley, I'm Brad Muller. Coming up after the break, we'll check in with Hayden Hurst as he does his pro day looking for the NFL draft coming up.
We had a large storm, and our home was hit pretty bad. The next day, a friend of ours recommended Crescent Construction. They came out and replaced our entire roof, and we were very pleased with the work they did.
Call Crescent Construction's professional staff to do a detailed roof inspection at your home today. Absolutely free.
I've already referred Crescent Construction to a friend of mine.
Call Crescent Construction, South Carolina's #1 roofer and the official roofer of the Carolina Gamecocks.
Win the opportunity to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the field and witness pregame batting practice from the dugout. Winners will receive 2 game tickets, pregame field passes, and autographed merchandise from head coach Mark Kingston. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Field is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
Carolina and Clemson haven't agreed on much since 1896. It's a healthy multi-sport rivalry. And this year, every head-to-head competition is part of the certified SC-grown Palmetto Series. So while Gamecocks and Tigers each support their team, we can all support local farmers by purchasing certified SC-grown products. Just look for the certified SC-grown label where you shop and follow your team at palmettoseries.com. It's a matter of taste.
Almost there.
She's coming. My video call's lagging. Mom.
Hold up. We got a laggy video call here. You need Verizon, the best network for streaming. Try this new Samsung Galaxy S9 on Verizon Unlimited. The camera's a real game changer. Okay, people, that's a reset.
Want us to surprise her again?
Yeah, but like in a fun way, like this.
All my favorite friends are here. There's Tony and Diane.
Like that.
Switch to the best unlimited on the most awarded network and get up to $500 off the Samsung Galaxy S9.
Keep going, Come on, keep working for it. Keep working for it. Come on, keep working for it. Work. You got one more in. I'll give 26.
That's your Sansbury. Did you see that play? Corey Helms cranking out 26 reps on the bench press at 225 pounds. It was all part of South Carolina's Pro Day experience, where former Gamecocks have a chance to show off their wares to NFL scouts with the hopes of one day joining this list behind me, Gamecocks in the NFL. One young man who certainly will have that opportunity is Hayden Hurst. He is projected right now as a first-round draft pick. The Gamecock tight end has led quite a circuitous path to get to this point. Learn more in this report.
It's not often an athlete is able to fulfill their dreams in 2 different sports, but South Carolina's standout tight end Hayden Hurst is doing just that. The former Pittsburgh Pirates draft pick traded in his mitt for shoulder pads and is leaving his mark in the Gamecock record books.
For Hurst, sports have always been an important part of his life. Although he grew up a star in both football and baseball, baseball was the one he thought would take him the furthest.
That was always what everyone told me I was going to be really good at, and I figured I'd be in professional baseball in a couple years when I got drafted, and it didn't pan out. Was in the rookie league in the Gulf Coast down in Bradenton, Florida. Didn't really play in games, wasn't very good at baseball anymore, and I just kind of fought my way out of it. Football was always in the back of my mind, and then I got in communication with Perry Orth, and he kind of is the one that got the ball rolling on me coming up to South Carolina and pursuing football.
Touchdown Carolina! Touchdown Hayden Hurst! He looked like a Mack truck coming around the corner.
Coach Muschamp's staff, they kind of helped me get back into the swing of things, watching film, breaking down defenses. It's still something that I'm working on to this day, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
Throwing down the middle, Hurst caught at the 20, trying to run it away at the 15, 10, 5, touchdown Carolina, touchdown Hayden Hurst.
I guess what kind of clicked is in the bowl game. The coaches said that there were some coverages that we could take advantage of and use my size, and then that game I just kind of let it loose and let it rip, and Jake started throwing me the pass, and I especially the two-point conversion. That's a fun one to look back on.
A two-point conversion. Bentley for Hurst. We are tied. The jump ball, and he outleaps Devin Abraham.
Give it to the 6'5" frame and let him post up in the back of the end zone. That's the play.
Just 1 year after walking on at the University of South Carolina, Hurst was named team captain and was breaking records. He currently holds the school record for most receptions by a tight end.
He's something, one of the better tight ends, maybe in the country, definitely in the SEC right now. The athleticism, the catch radius.
I learned that I'm a pretty resilient person. I bounced back from pretty much the bottom of the bottom in the sports world. With baseball, I kind of let something get taken away from me, and when I got here, I made a promise to myself that I wasn't going to let it happen ever again.
Boy, we're looking forward to seeing what the future holds for Hayden Hurst and a lot of other Gamecocks as well as they move into professional football. When we come back with more of Gamecock Insider, we switch gears and talk some softball. The number 15 team in the nation right here in Columbia. We've got highlights to show you from their matchup with the Duke Blue Devils, so stick with us.
Hey Gamecock fans, Buy Low is your ticket to the game. Spend $40 with your Buy Low rewards card with Plenty at a participating store, and you're eligible for 2 free tickets to a baseball or softball game. The first 600 customers to redeem their receipt online using the promo code found on the receipt will receive tickets. For more details, visit buy-low.com/ticket to the game. Buy Low, the premier grocery partner of the Gamecocks.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
It's the one and only Ford Truck Month. The place to find one-of-a-kind deals on Ford F-Series, including Motor Trend's Truck of the Year F-150. With best-in-class towing and torque, these bad boys make the rules and break them. That's why it's America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. But like ribs at a barbecue, these deals won't last long. Ford Truck Month. It's buy now time, partner.
Now during Ford Truck Month, get a 2018 F-150 with $11,000 total savings. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
This is it. This is the moment when legacies are made, and good becomes glorious. But legacies aren't just granted on game day. You can make them anytime. Will it be today or someday? The glory lies in your choice. This is the moment. What will your legacy be? You build legacies. We protect them.
Well, I think it's important for everyone to realize that our objective is to save lives.
And hopefully never again talk about breast cancer.
It will make a difference if we all get behind this cause and fight this dreaded disease.
This equipment, these 3D mammography units, Campaign for Clarity, will save lives.
That's why you should be a part of this.
Good hard work has earned Rugi Sal the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the track and field team, Sal is a junior international studies major with a 3.450 GPA. This week's academic athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider. You know, softball is one of those sports in the SEC that is as difficult as any. In fact, every member of this conference made the NCAA tournament last season. Just crazy to think about that. Gamecocks, well, they're right in the thick of things this year. They've already got 25 wins thanks to a victory earlier this week over the Duke Blue Devils. Top 15 in the country. Let's look at some highlights from that matchup.
2-1 pitch, fisted into center field for a base hit. Duffy around third. She's going to try to score. Here comes the throw. It's not in time. The payoff. Hit in the air in the left center gap. That'll get through. Could be extra bases. Drotar on her way to second. Here comes the throw. Not in time. One-two pitch to Bozell. Hit through the left side for a base hit. One run will score. drive down the left field line. That'll drop in for extra bases. 1 run will score. White around third. She's going to try to score. Here comes the play at the plate. Not in time. And the fly ball down the right field line. It's a fair ball.
We had a large storm, and our home was hit pretty bad. The next day, a friend of ours recommended Crescent Construction. They came out and replaced our entire roof, and we were very pleased with the work they did.
Call Crescent Construction's professional staff to do a detailed roof inspection at your home today. Absolutely free.
I've already referred Crescent Construction to a friend of mine.
Call Crescent Construction, South Carolina's #1 roofer and the official roofer of the Carolina Gamecocks.
Win the opportunity to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the field and witness pregame batting practice from the dugout. Winners will receive 2 game tickets, pregame field passes, and autographed merchandise from head coach Mark Kingston. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Field is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
Carolina and Clemson haven't agreed on much since 1896. It's a healthy multi-sport rivalry. And this year, every head-to-head competition is part of the certified SC-grown Palmetto Series. So while Gamecocks and Tigers each support their team, we can all support local farmers by purchasing certified SC-grown products. Just look for the certified SC-grown label where you shop and follow your team at palmettoseries.com. It's a matter of taste.
Almost there.
She's coming. My video call's lagging. Mom.
Hold up. We got a laggy video call here. You need Verizon, the best network for streaming. Try this new Samsung Galaxy S9 on Verizon Unlimited. The camera's a real game changer. Okay, people, that's a reset.
Want us to surprise her again?
Yeah, but like in a fun way, like this.
All my favorite friends are here. There's Tony and Diane.
Like that.
Switch to the best unlimited on the most awarded network and get up to $500 off the Samsung Galaxy S9.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Crescent Construction, the official roofer of the Gamecocks, and by Wild Wing Cafe. We've got just the thing to make you wild. Gamecock Insider is a production of Gamecock IMG Sports Marketing.
And when this is completed, it takes us to a whole different level. And I think it's very special for so many people to look at this years to come and say, you know, I was a part of this.
So on a national perspective, this is going to be the building that the future buildings are modeled upon. We've put in everything that they could absolutely ask for in this building. We're giving every tool to these athletes and to the staff to create success.
When you walk through the doors, it's going to be first class. It's going to be world first class, no question about it. But it's also going to be business, it's going to be work, it's going to be improvement.
I wanted the football operation buildings to be a one-stop shop for a young man when he comes on our campus. So anything related with his football career is going to be under one roof. And within the indoor, our practice fields and the football operations facility will be as fine a developmental program as there is in the country.
We want the recruit that might be driving up to this facility for the first time to first experience excitement. They will learn, again, the Gamecock story. They will understand what the values are for them and their training and their development. They will see the pride in the program and the history of the program.
When you start talking in terms of football, we got areas that our kids can stay. We got barbershop, coaches' offices, nutrition. I mean, everything you ever want, everything you can ever need is sitting right here. And so when we say all-inclusive, I mean, we truly mean all-inclusive.
For me, deep down inside, that I helped, I contributed, that's reward enough for me.
But these guys, as we know, some of them, they're thinking about the next level. A lot of them are. So when they can look at a facility like this, it's not only going to prepare them to do better on Saturdays here, but it's also going to develop them to be a better student athlete, but more than that, a better football player if they want to take it to the next level.
We need everybody that can help. At the end of the day, you've got to invest in your program if you want to get our program where it needs to be. And the investment is so important for our players, for our coaches, to continue to move this program forward and win a championship, and that's what we're going to do.
I got no more words besides get it done. Let's go. Come on.
Together, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Together.
Dawn Staley and her crew trying to stay warm up in Albany, New York. Looking forward to seeing how they match up in the Sweet 16 and then, of course, the round of 8 in the women's NCAA tournament, defending their national championship. That's going to wrap things up for this week's edition of the Gamecock Insider. Of course, don't forget, coming up, spring football next Saturday at Williams-Brice Stadium right here. Looking forward to that. Until then, have yourself a great week. I'm Derek Scott. Thanks for joining us today on Gamecock Insider.